Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with another video, but I decided to do a live video. I am going to be doing riddles with my little sister Naya. Say hi. So let's get into it. If y'all guys like my overlay and stuff like that, y'all guys can go to my Patreon. It should be in my bio section of YouTube. So let's get into the video. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe down below, and let's go ahead and continue. Yay.
Okay, time for more riddles, the Parents Edition. There are 3 categories of questions. Easy, which award 1 point each, average for 2 points, and hard for 3 points. We're gonna...
I forgot to say that my sister's gonna keep an eye on the points. So I hope and pray that you do good, and I hope and pray I do good. Let's see. Let's get into it.
Obviously. Let's start with the easy ones. Remember, every correct answer gives you 1 point. Jason and Steven are home alone with their kids. Jason is talking to his mother, and Steven is watching a baseball game on the TV. Who's being negligent?
I don't even know what that means.
Negligent is like they're not paying attention to their kids.
Oh, Steven.
The one...
Jason. Although both babies might fall out the window, and both dads should watch out, Jason's baby is on the higher floor. Whoops. Mila
They're
and
both
Gregor
on the high
cook
floor.
dinner for their kids. Which one of them is the most confused?
The first one.
Yeah, she don't even know what she's doing right now.
Mila.
Let's go.
She accidentally mixed up the plates. She gave the dog her daughter's food and is about to feed her daughter dog food.
Yeah. Did he say yeah?
Sabrina and her son went to the mountains to spend the day sliding. Adam is barbecuing in the backyard while watching his daughter. Who's not watching their child properly?
The first one, because...
Second one.
I don't know which one. Hold on.
Sabrina.
Oh.
Her son is sliding right into a big hole in the ice. Rebecca and Natalie took their kids to the lake. The boys are about to jump from the cliff. Whose child is in danger?
The first one.
Second one.
No, the first one. Because he got a surfboard.
Natalie's.
What?
There's rocks under the cliff her son is about to jump from.
Exactly. Big
Megan
brains just
and
like
Rachel were cleaning their kids' rooms. Rachel noticed her son's phone and decided to check it. And Rachel found her daughter's diary. Who's in trouble?
The daughter.
Rachel. It's bad to read a child's personal
And
things,
she right there.
but she's also going to be busted because her daughter is about to walk into the room. Mary and her son are spending time on the beach.
No, they ain't.
Chris and his children are watching a TV. Which parent is doing something wrong?
The first one, because she's not
Obviously
paying
the first
attention
one.
to her kid.
Mary.
Good.
It's dangerous for anyone to be in the water during thunderstorms.
Oh.
Now we're moving to harder questions.
I was wrong on
Every
that part,
correct
but I
answer
was
awards
kinda
2
first.
points.
Let's do this.
Meredith is teaching her daughter to do her makeup. Beverly is teaching her teenager to style her hair. Which mom is doing something wrong?
That one. Not even plugged in.
No, that's not wrong. Wait, kinda, yeah. The first one.
Beverly. The hair straightener isn't plugged in. Nicole and Diana are spending time with their kids. Nicole is reading to her son, and Diana is watching cartoons with her daughter. Who's not behaving wisely?
The first one, because she has food in the oven and she's not paying attention to it.
True.
Nicole. She forgot about the food that she's cooking in the oven, and it's burning. So it's going to be takeout tonight. Bradley and Ryan's sons are blamed for painting a face on a neighbor's fence. Both boys denied doing it, and both fathers believe their sons. Who's been misled?
The first, the first boy with the brown jacket, he's lying.
First one.
Ryan. His son still has green paint on his
Yep,
hands
that's fine.
that he couldn't properly wash off. Jennifer went for a walk with her son, but she got distracted talking on the phone. Mark left his daughter in a closed car while he entered a store to buy garden tools. Who has made a bigger mistake?
The car. Oh, yeah, I forgot it was 2 points.
I think it's the first one. Because they looked like they were walking in the
Mark.
street.
It's dangerous to leave people or animals in a closed car, especially in the heat, when the car warms up very fast and there's a lack of fresh air inside. Brian is teaching his teen
True, I
son
didn't think
how
of
to
that.
drive, and Nancy is cooking a dinner with her daughter, who isn't being wise.
Kitchen.
Second one. Because she has a freaking knife. It looks like she's about to stab her.
Alright.
Brian. Nancy's daughter seems to be old enough to cut an apple, especially under supervision, but Brian
Oh.
can't control all of his son's actions in the car.
Oh.
Martha and her son went to the jungle, and she stopped to take some selfies. Peter took his son camping, and he's setting up the tent while his son is trying to light a fire. Who's not being smart?
The first one, because there's a snake that's wrapped around the tree, and we don't know if the snake is poisonous or not. But at the same time, the second one, I'm not sure.
Martha. Her baby is approaching a snake that can
And
be
he don't
venomous.
look like a baby. He look like a freaking
That's
girl
a
behind
Melissa
big
and
there.
That's a
Stephanie
big
are
baby.
doing chores. Melissa is handling the laundry, and Stephanie is cleaning the kitchen. Who should be more careful?
The second one?
What is your child doing behind the washing machine?
Actually, no. I don't know.
Second one.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Her daughter put her cell phone in a dishwasher.
No, I wasn't right.
Tiffany and Michael's
I said the
sons
second
came
one.
back home after a study evening at their friend's house. Neither parents are suspicious. However, someone's son wasn't studying tonight. Who overlooked a party guy?
What? Who overlooked the party guy?
First.
I don't know.
one.
Tiffany.
I
Her
just-
son has a lipstick stain on his collar. Jack and Vivian took their kids to
No,
school.
Naya, it's points
Now
to
Jack is
see
walking
like
to work,
who gets
and
right.
Vivian
basically.
is driving
Yeah,
to a
that's what I'm doing.
store.
Oh, you
Who
got it.
forgot
Yeah.
something?
Who forgot something?
What? Hold on, I didn't even
Probably
hear what she said.
the-
Hold on.
Tiffany. Her son has a lipstick stain on his collar.
Ew.
Jack and Vivian took their kids to school. Now Jack is walking to work, and Vivian is driving to a store. Who forgot something?
Vivian.
The
You
first
forgot her
one.
dad.
Oh,
Oh.
wait. Yeah, the first one, because he got his child's bag.
Jack. He's still
What?
wearing his daughter's pink school backpack. Looking good, Jack.
Also, he forgot
Charles
something.
and Penelope cooked breakfast
Did you
for
say
their
Jack?
kids. Which parent
Yeah.
probably didn't get much sleep the previous night?
Oh, I don't know. The second one?
Probably the first one.
Penelope. She gave her daughter a raw potato and didn't even peel it.
Dang. That's crazy.
Sandra is doing gardening with her daughter. George is watching his child swimming in a pool. Who's
Hey, George.
being stupid?
He's not watching his child. He's asleep.
Alright.
The first one.
First one.
George. He fell asleep and left his son in the pool unsupervised. What's more, the boy took off his armbands and can drown.
Oh, God.
That's a grown man.
He do look
Elizabeth and John's daughters came home. They said they were doing a group science project, and both parents believed their daughters. Who didn't detect a lie?
Maybe the second one?
First?
John. His daughter is wearing a sweater on a hot day, so she could be hiding something.
Ooh.
Jessica and Aaron cooked a dinner for their families. Jessica cooked Thai soup, and Aaron made mashed potatoes. Who is a bad cook?
Her.
Her.
Jessica. Her daughter poured her soup in a flower pot.
Dang.
Travis didn't let his daughter go to her friend's birthday party, and told her to do her homework all day.
That's wild.
Christina's son had to spend the day in his bedroom too, instead of going to the movies. When the teenagers came down to dinner at 7 o'clock, which parent didn't notice they're being lied to?
Probably the boy.
The girl.
Travis. It's raining and his daughter has wet hair. It means she was outside and not sitting in her bedroom.
Good job.
And finally, the hardest questions
All right,
for
number
3
3.
points each. Dustin is cooking dinner with his daughter. Joseph is mowing the lawn while his child is playing nearby. Who isn't smart?
Probably
Him?
child.
Because he got his daughter with a knife in her hand?
Joseph. Lawnmowers are very dangerous machines and should never be used if there are kids around. Sean is teaching his little son how to chop wood. Camilla is listening to music and washing the dishes while her baby is sleeping upstairs. Who's making a mistake?
The mom.
Yeah, the mom. Your baby could fall.
Camilla. The music is too loud, and she won't hear if her son wakes up and cries. Brandon and Daniel are watching their kids playing in the
It's a
backyard.
big dog.
Who's not being wise?
The girl? I don't know.
Daniel.
Let's go.
His son is playing in the sunshine without a hat on and might get sunstroke.
That's it. Oh.
Pamela is getting ready for the meeting with her son's teacher at 12 o'clock. William is driving his son to a birthday party. Who isn't very attentive?
Her, yeah.
Pamela. She must have confused the time. The meeting was at 12 o'clock, but it's already 1:30.
Ooh.
Thomas is reading a newspaper while watching his son. Molly is talking on the phone while dinner is cooking in the oven. Who should rethink their actions?
The second one. Get off the phone. Actually, close the freaking oven door, because your
Why
chicken
are
don't
you
even
cooking?
look cooked.
Molly. She forgot to turn on the oven. Samantha and Bob are sending their kids on a school field trip. Which of the parents forgot to do something?
Me. The second one, because he forgot to give them the lunch.
First one.
Bob.
Oh.
Why is he holding his son's lunch? The kid is not eating today.
That's wild.
Sum up your points to check your results. If you got 25 points or less, you scored below average. But don't worry, check some of our other riddles to train for the next time. If you got 26 to 45, you have an average result. Keep it up.
Your average.
If you got between 46 to 60 points, you have an above average result and you definitely are a riddles master. And finally, if you have 61 or more, you're a real genius. Or you're on your second or third time watching
both
this video.
average.
Come on, fess up.
So, we're both average.
Two cars are driving through the city. They both started their journey at the same time. The green car is moving at a speed of 30 miles per hour. The yellow car is faster. Its speed is 50 miles per hour. And still, at one point, the green car comes across the yellow car.
Hold on real quick, guys. My bad. We're both on the last thing about the point thing. We're both average. I got 36 points and she got 32. So, yeah. We're gonna go into this one. I didn't know that it was a video back to back. So,
Next.
let's go into this one. Thank you for watching, guys.
How is it possible?
What?
Wait.
And our third,
How is it possible? 30 miles per hour.
you're a real genius. Or you're on your second or third time watching this video. Come on, fess up.
Two cars are driving through the city. They both started their journey at the same time. The green car is moving at a speed of 30 miles per hour. The yellow car is faster. Its speed is 50 miles per hour. And still, at one point, the green car comes across the yellow car. How is it possible?
Because they're not paying attention.
Cause.
The cars are traveling in opposite directions. Aaron is a detective who has to work undercover at a luxurious resort. The police suspect that the hotel owners are involved in some shady deals. Aaron's task is to sneak into the manager's office and check his documents, but the door is locked, and there's a combination lock. Aaron has to figure out the password. The detective knows he needs to solve a math riddle, and the answer will be the code. As soon as he punches in the code, the door opens. What is the correct number?
13.
$12. Alright, let's see. You said 13.
Yeah.
I said 12.
It's 30. There are no mathematical symbols at the end of the first and second line. Mathematical symbols at the end of the first and second lines. It means the whole thing looks like this. A very famous painting disappeared from a museum. Later, the police managed to find it, but there was a problem. They found not one, but 3 paintings.
What?
It's 1 plus 1 plus 1
Oh.
plus 1.
There's no
plus-
symbols. Oh.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
There's no symbol
11,
there.
12,
Look, there's no symbol.
13.
There's no math symbol.
Oh, so
So
basically
it's
it's 1,
11.
2, 3, 4, 5.
6. No, so it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
No, it's 1, 1,
11.
1, 1,
Girl, I'm just saying that.
11, 1, 1, 1, 11, plus 1 times 0 plus 2.
No, it's not.
Because it's no
1,
thingy here.
1,
Stop
1,
writing on my screen.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 11. Well, you said 11 twice.
I said 11 twice because there's nothing in between these. Hold on, let me use my freaking calculator because I feel stupid.
Oh, okay, I'm just retarded. Slow. Okay, continue on, continue.
1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 11 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 11 plus 1 times 0 plus 1 equals. I think I actually missed one, but it's close to that to the amount. Oh, okay. I felt stupid, guys. My bad. I didn't know that there was no symbols at the
It's
end
30.
of the ones.
There are no mathematical symbols at the end of the first and second lines. It means the whole thing looks like this. A very famous painting disappeared from a museum. Later, the police managed to find it, but there was a problem. They found not one, but 3 paintings. Only one of them is original. The others are just copies. Can you help the police figure out which is the original painting?
I think it's the middle one.
The right one.
It's the one with the brown frame. Take a look. All
that's
frames
left.
in the museum are made in the same style. Now, you've got accepted to the best school of witchcraft and wizardry.
Oui.
One of the best classes you have to attend is about transforming into animals. There are 3 professors who teach this class. Each of them specializes in transforming into a certain animal. Look at your professors and try to figure out what kind of animal each of them turns into.
That one's a snake. That one is a lion, and the other one's a bear or a werewolf. One of them two.
Have you noticed that the first professor has a
I didn't
forked
even
tongue?
guess. I just
He
like.
must transform into a snake. The second professor has a lion's tail. It must be the animal she transforms
I
into.
got
And the
this.
third professor has bear claws. He must turn into a grizzly bear.
You got all 3
Maria
right?
was a princess
I got all
and the
3
heir to
right.
the throne. One day,
I
an
said a
evil
bear
witch
or
lured
werewolf
the
'cause
girl
I wasn't
into
sure.
A magic forest. Maria got lost. Luckily, she had an enchanted pendant given to her by one of the king's magicians. It will help you find your way back home if you ever get lost, he said. Maria tapped the pendant, and 3 spirits appeared in front of her. The first spirit was an owl.
Oh,
The second was a butterfly. And the third spirit was a hawk. Unfortunately, only one of them knew the way back to the castle. And if Maria chose to follow the wrong spirit, she would find herself even further away from home. Can you help the princess pick the correct spirit animal?
The owl.
The owl, yeah. Because the other two, I don't think they're able to be in the cold.
Have you noticed the banners in the throne room?
Oh.
There was a butterfly on each of them. It means the butterfly is the official symbol of the kingdom. Maria should follow the butterfly spirit. A man lives in a high-rise apartment building.
We're wrong.
He has an unusual habit related to the evening elevator ride after he returns home from work. If it's been raining, he always takes the elevator straight to his 17th floor. If it's sunny, but there's someone else in the elevator with him, he always gets straight to the 17th floor. But if it hasn't been raining and he's alone in the elevator, he takes the elevator to the 11th floor and walks up the stairs the rest of the way. Can you figure out why?
Because
He's
he's stupid.
slow.
The man is very short. He can only reach the button for the 11th floor. If someone else is in the elevator, he asks them to press the button for his floor. And when it's raining, he uses his umbrella to press the button. Johnny, a party clown, is carrying 3 pieces of gold. Each of these pieces weighs 2 pounds. While walking, the guy comes to a bridge. It has a sign saying the bridge can only hold a maximum of 180 pounds. Johnny weighs 176 pounds. Johnny reads the sign and still safely crosses the bridge with all the gold. How is it possible?
Because he doesn't weigh that much.
Because the gold is only 1 pound.
Johnny is a clown, so he knows how to juggle. While walking across the bridge, he juggled the gold, keeping one piece in the air. Just look at this. A car has crashed into a restaurant window, smashing it.
They don't
Detective
fit a
Harris
car.
has come to investigate the case. There are 2 suspects, Julie and Douglas. But each of them claims that the other
Julie,
person did it.
woman can't do it.
Can you help the detective
It
figure
was
out
Julie.
who is lying?
Yeah, because woman didn't drive.
The reason why I'm saying it's Julie is because her tires left a tire track in front of the building.
It's Julie. The tire tracks on the ground belong to her car.
Told you.
I said Julie for a
Adam was
different
driving
reason.
home late at night when he noticed he was about to run out of gas. He stopped at a gas station to fill his tank and buy some snacks. Inside, there was a cashier and another customer dressed in black. When Adam came up to the employee to pay, she told him $5.05. Adam paid, went outside, and called the police to report an emergency. Why did he do it?
Because 505.
505 is SOS.
The cash register showed 1835, but the cashier said 505, which looks like SOS. Detective Harris was walking along the street when he heard some noise. He decided to check out what had happened. It turned out that some man had grabbed an elderly lady's bag and run away. The detective ran in the direction the witnesses showed him. After he turned the corner, he saw 3 doors. He knocked on the first one. The apartment owner, Patrick, opened the door. The man told the detective he'd just returned from a long run. Another man, Jerry, opened the second door. He said he'd been playing basketball behind his house. The third apartment belonged to Raymond, a musician. He had just finished composing a new piece of music. After talking to all these people, Detective Harris understood who the criminal was. Have you figured it out?
The first one.
Uh-huh.
I feel like it was the first one because he said he just finished doing what he was
The
doing.
thief is Jerry.
Oh!
He claimed he'd
'Cause
been
he
playing
black?
basketball, but he was holding a football while talking to the detective.
Oh!
Sarah
I
and her
didn't-
sister Mary
it
were
didn't-
doing some shopping.
it didn't
When they were
know.
leaving a grocery store, Sarah pointed at some young man and exclaimed, "Look, my nephew is over there." Her sister replied, "Oh right, but it's not my nephew. How is it possible?"
Because that's the mom.
Yeah. Because I was confused. I was like, what?
The young man is Mary's son.
Let's go.
Gemma
Yep, she got it
returned
right.
from Asia and brought a precious porcelain figurine. She organized a party and invited all her friends to tell them about her journey. They had a great time, but after her friends left, the woman realized the figurine had disappeared. She called the police and showed them the photos she had taken at the party. One of the officers immediately realized who had stolen the figurine. Did you understand it too?
In the world. So. He has a hat on. Right! The lady who's putting the
Why you
lipstick
got a
on.
hat on?
It was this girl. She hid the figurine under her hat. At 9 a.m., Ethan got a call from his friend, an owner of a large business. The man said that a very important document had disappeared from his office. It had been on his desk the evening before, but now it was nowhere to be found. Ethan immediately came there to question his friend's employees.
W. Ethan.
Soon, he had 3 suspects. Walter said he'd spent the previous evening at the movies. Joan had dinner with her friends. And Zachary visited an art gallery. It didn't take Ethan long to understand who was lying. Do you know it too?
Yeah, the first guy because he has his phone. Why'd you bring your phone to the movies?
It was Walter. His ticket isn't torn. It means he didn't enter the
Oh,
movie theater.
that was a ticket?
Now,
I still
look
got
at
it right,
these
though.
hands and try to figure out which person is married.
The second one, because you see the tan line on her fingers. Or his fingers, whatever the gender
The
is.
third one.
If you look at the first
go.
hand attentively,
Oh, that's
you'll
fun.
realize it doesn't belong to a grown-up person. On the second hand, there is a mark left by a ring, but there's no ring itself. It must mean that the person is no longer married. On the third hand, there's no ring either, but it's the right hand.
Oh wait, I
and
said
we
third
wear
one.
wedding rings
Let's
on the left
go.
hand.
Why did I put
So
to that
out
one?
of these 3, this person is most likely to be married.
Let's go.
Okay, the next challenge is for you. Look at these 3 men. They're at
Men.
the airport. Which of these guys is married?
The second one? Got the beard.
All of these men are holding their passports and tickets in their hands. None of them is wearing a wedding ring. But pay attention to the man sitting on the bench.
Oh.
On his ticket, it's written family discount. So, he must be the one who's married.
Oh.
Now look at this picture attentively. Does anything strike you as strange?
Yes.
Yes, why is
Why is there
butterflies,
butterflies
in
in the
the
friggin'
winter?
snow? Why is there a walking snowman?
It's winter, but butterflies are flying around the
Anyway.
snowman. Now, try to figure out what's wrong with this image.
There's a snowman there. What do you think's wrong with the freaking image?
Yeah, there's a snowman there, but
It's
there's
the
no
snowman
snow.
again.
Oh, it's
Instead of a
broccoli
carrot,
nose.
His nose is made of broccoli. And the last image for you to analyze.
What looks wrong? What looks wrong? What looks
Oh,
wrong?
feet
The
up.
whole guy looks wrong.
Why does the guy on the right need ski poles if he's going to snowboard?
Oh!
Marcus woke up in a dark basement with just one candle burning on the table.
Dang, Marcus.
He saw 3 doors in one of the walls and 3 keys lying on the table. How many attempts will the guy need to figure out the key for each door?
2.
1. Oh, he had 2.
He'll need 6 attempts
What?
at the most. 3 of them for the first key. 2 attempts for the second key and 2 remaining
was
doors.
close.
And just 1
You were
attempt
close
for the
too.
last key. But if Marcus is extremely lucky, he might need just 3 attempts. Alicia's mom asked the girl to do some grocery shopping. She gave her a shopping list and her bank card. But the woman knew her daughter was very absent-minded. That's why she gave Alicia a small note in case she forgot the card's PIN number. When the girl was at the register, she realized she had indeed forgotten the PIN. Alicia pulled the note out of her pocket and immediately remembered the code. Can you figure out what it was if the note had a fly, a cat, a person, and a snake drawn on it?
FCMS.
Wait, I think it's a pin code.
FCMS. Right?
The pin was 6420.
Ah,
Researchers
the
had to count
legs.
the number of legs
Oh.
of each creature. A fancy restaurant in Los Angeles was offering a promotional deal. A married couple could eat at the restaurant for half price on their anniversary. To prevent scams, the couple would need proof of their wedding date. On a Thursday evening, a couple entered the restaurant and claimed it was their anniversary, but they didn't have any proof. The restaurant manager was called to speak with the couple. When the manager asked to hear about their wedding day, the wife said, "Oh, it was a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Birds were chirping and flowers were in full bloom." After nearly 10 minutes of ranting, she told the manager that today was their 28th wedding anniversary. "How lovely," the manager said. "However, you do not qualify for the discount. Today is not your anniversary. You are a liar." How did the manager know it wasn't their anniversary?
Because maybe
It probably don't have a ring on their fingers or something.
maybe
I don't
spring
know.
didn't happen yet.
The calendar repeats itself every 28 years. So if they were married on a Sunday 28 years ago, the day they came to the restaurant would also have to be a Sunday. But since it was a Thursday, the manager knew they were lying. John called the
Oh.
police to report that his friend Mark had disappeared.
That's
He
wrong.
explained that 2 weeks earlier, he had offered Mark to live in his beach house in Miami. He wanted his friend to enjoy some summer heat, but when John returned from a half-month-long business trip to Chile, he found out that Mark was missing. The police listened to John's story and understood the man was lying. How did they figure it out?
Because summer was over.
If it was summer in Miami, it was winter in Chile. And still, John came back suntanned. It means he hadn't been to Chile.
Oh, he
Maya was in the
lied.
gym doing the workout her personal trainer had prepared for her. It was tougher and longer than her usual ones. Exhausted, Maya returned to the changing room only to find her expensive bag gone.
Oh no!
That's
She
why you don't bring
immediately called
expensive
the
bags
police.
to
They
the
had
gym.
3 suspects. Maya's trainer said that he had been preparing a new program for his clients. Emma, another gym goer, said she had been running on a treadmill for 2 hours. The cleaner said he had been washing the swimming pool. Who took Maya's bag?
The guy with the trainer.
I don't know. It probably might be the bald guy.
Let's
It
go.
was her trainer. He knew Maya was going to have a long workout and wouldn't return to the changing room anytime soon.
You're getting hungry and want to boil a 2-minute egg. If you only have a 3-minute hourglass timer, a 4-minute hourglass timer, and a 5-minute hourglass timer, how can you boil the egg for only 2 minutes?
5 minutes because you have to boil the egg and then you have to peel it.
When you see the water boiling, turn the 3-minute timer and 5-minute timer over. When the 3-minute timer runs out, you need to put the egg in the boiling water. You'll have 2 minutes on the 5-minute hourglass timer, and when it finishes, take the egg out of the water and enjoy your meal. Mr. Wright had a small store in Chicago called 5 Flags, but there were 6 flags hanging outside. He could easily correct that mistake, but he didn't. Can you figure out the reason? At first, it was just a mistake. But later, Mr. Wright noticed that people would often come to his store to tell about that problem, which increased his sales. A wise king
kinda smart.
realized he was tired of all the hard work he had to do. So he decided to find someone who could replace him. He decided to make a challenge, and the one who nails it will become the new king. Anyone who wanted to take the throne needed to put a whole cucumber into a glass bottle without cutting the cucumber or damaging the bottle. The participants had a week to do it. This challenge seemed to be impossible, so only 5 people decided to take part, and there was only one winner. How did he put the cucumber in the bottle?
He put a cucumber seed in the water and waited for it to grow.
Probably. Probably.
He placed a baby cucumber still on its stem into the bottle.
You were close.
Cucumbers grow rather fast, so he had enough time to win that competition. If it's raining at midnight, can you expect that in 72 hours it'll be sunny?
No. It's raining overnight.
Nope, in 72 hours it's going to be night again. You see a bathtub filled with water.
You were
You
you
have
were
a
good.
spoon,
You got
a
that
cup, and a
one.
bucket. Which will you choose to empty the bathtub?
Me.
The bucket.
A shovel. wait.
There's no shovel.
A cup.
Obviously, choose to pull out the plug.
I'll
Allison
kick you.
majored in math at university. Her
That wasn't an
roommates wanted to test
option.
her intelligence. They took 3 envelopes and wrote short messages on them. Then they put the answers to Allison's exam questions in one of the envelopes. Only one envelope had a truthful message written on it. The other 2 were false. Allison wasn't allowed to open the envelopes and could only pick one. The first message read, "There are no exam answers here." The second was, "The exam answers are here." And the third message read, "The exam answers aren't in the second envelope." Which envelope should Allison pick?
The
First
third one.
The third
Let's
one.
go.
It tells the truth, which means the exam answers are in the first envelope. Joanna and Josh were on their
Wait,
honeymoon
I got
in
it
France.
right.
On the first day,
Hold
they
on,
went
hold
a
on,
city
Janai, wait, don't
tour
put it yet,
around
don't put it
Paris,
yet.
and the third message read, "The exam answers aren't in the second envelope." Which envelope should Allison pick?
I said the first one,
I said the third one.
and he said that it's right. It doesn't say in the second one,
The
but it's
third
the first one.
It tells the truth, which means the exam answers are in the first envelope. Joanna and Josh were on their honeymoon in France. On the first day, they went on a city tour around Paris and left all their stuff in the hotel room. When they came back, someone was standing outside their door trying to get in. The couple called the receptionist right away, but the man claimed Joanna and Josh owed him some money for the tours they had taken in the past 4 days. The receptionist knew the man was lying right away. How did he figure it out?
They've only been there for 2 days.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
It was the couple's first day in the
Oh.
hotel.
Dang it.
Russell and Anna were on vacation. One day, Anna told Russell she couldn't go to the beach with him because she was feeling unwell. When Russell came back to the room to grab his phone, Anna was gone. He found her by the pool and asked, "Are you here alone?" She nodded, but Russell immediately realized she was lying. How?
Because there's 2 drinks over there.
Right? Yeah, true.
There were 2 soda pops on her table and 2 fruit platters. Apparently, this was also going to be Russell and Anna's last vacation together.
Bro.
Gregory was on a mission to take some nature photos for his blog. As he was walking through the forest, he fell into a deep pit.
Dang.
He tried to climb out of it, but in vain. When he held on to one rock, it gave away, and water started to pour inside. The pit was filling fast. Gregory saw a deflated ball, an empty barrel, and a piece of wooden board. What should he use to get out of the pit?
A bucket.
The barrel.
The barrel.
Well, the deflated ball is too small and has a slit in its side. The wooden board won't support his weight. The best option is the empty barrel. It'll keep Gregory afloat. Samantha and her daughter
That was
Avery
right.
went to the lake to spend some time together. They found a nice spot and sat down there. A bit later, Samantha remembered she'd left her camera in the car and went to get it. When she returned, her daughter was gone. The woman called the police, and they started to look for the girl.
Why didn't you just go
There
look
were
for her?
3 people
Then call
nearby,
the police.
and the police officers interrogated them all. Benjamin said, "I was walking nearby and saw a girl sitting by the lake, but I didn't do anything to her." Genevieve
Nobody
said
said
she
you
hadn't
didn't
even
do
seen
anything
the
to her.
girl or her mother. And Victoria said she hadn't seen them either, but she heard someone screaming. Who should the officers arrest?
The first guy, the
Scarf.
guy,
The girl with the
because
scarf. Actually, no, this is the third girl.
They should arrest Genevieve. Look, she's wearing Avery's scarf.
Oh.
Brian
You were
called
half
the police
right.
early in the morning. He said that the night before,
I'll give
he
myself
and his
half a point
girlfriend,
then.
Estelle, had been watching a scary movie together. Estelle was afraid to go home, so she stayed at his place. She was having a bad dream with zombies chasing after her, and she didn't wake up in the morning. The guy didn't know what had happened, but the police arrested him, claiming he was guilty. Why?
Did she die?
Because he probably drugged
He's
her.
wearing flip-flops.
Hold on,
The guy
guys.
said his girlfriend hadn't woke up in the
Hold
morning.
on, guys.
Then, how did he know what she'd...
Sorry, guys. I got a call real quick. So let's get back into it.
been dreaming about. Theodore came from New York to his hometown, Chicago, to spend a week with his father. 3 days later, the father called the police and said his son had poisoned himself. The police examined Theodore's things to check if there was anything suspicious. After that, they took the father to the police station for further interrogation. What seemed suspicious to them?
The telescope. Yeah.
The officers found a return ticket from Chicago to New York. Theodore wouldn't have bought this ticket if he hadn't been planning to return to New York. Esme was having her usual walk in the forest. And you know what? She got lost again. After wandering around for a couple of hours, she finally found the witch's house. Esme asked the witch to show her the way back home. The witch wanted to make Esme her maid, but she had a problem. She was planning a vacation and wanted to go fishing. Her fishing rod was 13 feet long, and one was only allowed to take things no longer than 12 feet on the train. The witch promised Esme that if the girl found a solution, she'd let her go. What can Esme recommend?
Freaking buying a bigger freaking rod.
Cut it in half.
Esme was very good at geometry. She advised the witch to put the rod in a 12 by 5 foot box. Diagonally, it fit perfectly. On a Sunday evening, Mrs. Collins was having tea at her friend's house. Her friend suddenly said that she had seen one of Mrs. Collins' daughters in the mall that day. Mrs. Collins got angry because all of the girls were grounded. She asked which daughter it was, but her friend couldn't tell. She wasn't wearing her glasses when she was at the mall. When Mrs. Collins returned home, she asked the girls what they had been doing the whole day. Abigail said she'd spent the day reading. Brianna said she had stayed at school after classes to study a bit more. Charlotte said that she had been practicing for her upcoming piano concert. Who lied?
The second girl, she has a bracelet. She has a necklace on her neck. Chain, whatever.
Brianna, it's Sunday. There's no school. A young girl, Tenley, was brought to the hospital after being poisoned. But the examination showed that Tenley hadn't eaten or drunk anything that day. Her sister, Kennedy, said she didn't know anything about the accident. Tenley's friend, Ruby, said, "We were at school when Tenley felt bad." Tenley's boyfriend, Archie, said, "I haven't even talked to her today." How was Tenley poisoned, and who did it?
Why
The
did she
sister.
got something red on her lip?
The sister.
I feel like it's...
The girl hasn't eaten anything, but she has some lipstick on. That's what contains poison. And the only person who had access to Tenley's room that day was her sister, Kennedy.
Let's go.
There was a car accident in a tunnel. The police suspected that one of the drivers, Owen, had fallen asleep behind the wheel. But Owen denied it. "I just couldn't see well because of the rainstorm," he said. The police didn't believe him and immediately arrested the man. Why?
If there was rain, why is he dry?
True.
The accident happened in a tunnel.
Oh.
It couldn't rain there. Someone in the town was stealing cars. Every time a car disappeared, its owner would get a message from an anonymous number. In each message, there were 2 emojis that didn't make any sense. The police tracked the number, and the geolocation led to 3 houses. They questioned the owners, Mr. Walson, Mrs. Coleman, and Mr. Woolridge. Can you tell who the car thief is?
Woolridge, because that's him in the photo. Oh no, the woman actually. She's the only one not in there.
The emojis seem to make sense after all. They're a wall and a father with a son. Combine them and you'll get Walson. So Mr. Walson must be the one stealing cars. Now let's play the game. Who's less smart? It's early morning.
dawn on me.
Tom and Joseph are driving their teenage children to school. Who is not smart?
The second one, because where is your child? Your child ain't even there.
Joseph. His son is not in the car.
Exactly.
His father has probably forgotten about the poor
That is
guy.
so wild.
You're tired. Oh, you'll just lie down on the edge of the bed, and a 10-minute nap will really help get your head on straight. As soon as you close your eyes, though, you hear a rustling in the sheets right next to you. Then you feel a cold hand on your neck. You keep your eyes sealed shut. You're way too afraid to open them, but you push yourself to make sure you're not dreaming. The fingers on your neck start squeezing ever so slightly. Oh, that's it. You bolt out of bed. As fast as you can, you whip out your phone and try to record the whatever it was. But there's nothing. Only an empty bed. Were you sleeping, or was it real? You noticed something. Phew. Oh, it's just a bad dream after all. What did you notice? I'll give you 6 seconds.
It was a dream because you wasn't asleep.
It's nighttime.
The sun was shining when you lay down.
Let's go.
Now it's the full moon that's shining.
Woo.
You were out cold for a while. You leave the
nighttime.
bedroom and walk down a long hallway lit by torches and candles. The silence is broken only by the churning of your stomach. Guess you're hungry. Well, there's a heavy wooden door in front of you, and it's open just a crack. The pleasant smell of food starts wafting its way into the hallway. You go in and find a huge table, decked out with real silverware and porcelain. Oh, the food looks delicious. There's caviar, lobster, fruits, vegetables, different meats, plenty of desserts. Several people are sitting around the table, and as you approach them, they turn around to look at you. They're all vampires! How did you know? I'll give you 5 seconds to figure it out.
Because they're in the dark? No.
The food on the table is untouched. The vampires have been waiting for their most important dish. You run. You make it back out into the hallway, then dart down a dark corridor. The vampires are chasing you. They're screaming. You find 3 doors at the end of the corridor. The first one has a fire symbol on it. The second has a snake symbol. And the third just says, exit. You try to open it, but it's locked. The vampires are closing in. What are you gonna do? You have 4 seconds before you become vampire food.
Fire.
Yeah.
Try the key you found in the vampire's hut. Great! It fits! You run out into the courtyard and lock the door behind you. The moon is hidden behind some thick white clouds. You sneak through the courtyard and open the back gate of the castle. Next to the gate is a sign with an image of a werewolf on it. You walk
That's
on
not
as
no
quietly
werewolf.
as
That's a whole
possible.
vampire.
After about 5 minutes, you see a long bridge. There's a beautiful woman standing at the other end. She waves to you and motions for you to come closer. But something's bothering you. Could she be a werewolf? So, you can either cross the bridge or head back to the castle. What can you do to find out if she really is a werewolf? You have 10 seconds for this one. Good luck.
Wait till the moon comes out.
Yeah.
Wait until the moon appears from behind the clouds. Your
You got that right,
intuition is
Naya.
right. As soon
No,
as the
I didn't get
moonlight
it right.
falls on
I
the
say
moon,
yeah.
She begins to turn into a werewolf. Still kind of cute though.
You run back
That's
into the
wild.
castle grounds and close the gate behind you. Okay, reality check. You're in the courtyard. Vampires are inside the castle, a werewolf is waiting outside, and zombies are approaching. You're trapped. Why did you even come to such a scary castle? You pull out your phone and start recording a farewell video. You thank your followers for their views and comments. Thanks for subscribing. You admit that mystical creatures do exist and promise that you'll never set foot in a place like this ever again if you survive. The zombies are closing in and the werewolf is breaking down the gate. Oh, awesome. Your fear is gone and you realize that this whole thing is staged. It's all a show. How'd you figure it out? Watch the farewell video again and find the proof that everything is fake. I'll give you 10 seconds to spot the clues.
Because the camera guy in the window smiling hecka hard with a camera.
Right.
It's staged because of that.
Do you see that big guy with a camera behind you in the tower window? The zombies stop growling. They scream, "Surprise!" They're not zombies. They're just wearing a whole ton of makeup. The gate opens and the woman takes off her werewolf costume and smiles. The vampires come out of the castle, carrying their fake fangs. This whole thing was set up by your fans. They wanted to scare you, and it worked. You're angry at them, but so happy that you're still alive. Okay, let's see how many you got right. 1 to 3 points. It'll be difficult for you to act in stressful situations. Watch more riddles and train yourself to be calm and focused. 4 to 6 points. Something really bad has to happen for you to lose control. Phantoms don't seem to scare you at all that much. 7 to 10 points. You don't even know what fear is, but you do know how to come out victorious in any situation. You have one question for your fans. How did they create that floating effect for those dancers? That was awesome.
What?
Your fans look at each other. What? What are you talking about? What do you mean? There were no dancers. A slight chill runs down your back.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.
Okay then, the last one, it had to been a ghost. Because I can't think of anything else.
We have our winner.
But we can go ahead and watch another video.
And put them all together.
My little sister got like 2 more points over than me. So we're good. You wanna watch another riddle? Yeah? Okay. We're gonna watch another riddle,
An old
guys.
king had no wife, no children, and no relatives. So he didn't have an heir to the throne and decided
Hi,
to find one.
Tyler.
He gave all the children in the country a seed and said that whoever grew the most beautiful plant would stay in the castle and become the next king or queen. 1 year later, children came back with gorgeous plants of all different kinds. Only one girl, Jane, returned with nothing and said she couldn't grow the seed. The king announced her his heiress. Can you explain why?
Guys,
Oh.
I don't know.
The king gave everyone a fake seed that couldn't possibly grow.
Yeah.
It meant that everyone except the girl cheated. She was the only honest one that would make a good
wow.
and fair queen.
Okay.
What in the world?
Stevens just got a new car he's been dreaming about his whole life. He was planning to go for a ride in the evening, but first he had to go to work. He locked the car in the garage and left. When he came back home, he opened the garage and found that his car was missing. He called the police.
Ooh.
The officer interrogated 3 of his neighbors. Samantha said when she'd been walking the dog, the car had still been there. Ryan said he'd been away the whole day and hadn't seen anything. Theodore said he had come to Stephen's house to ask for some garden tools, but he hadn't been there, so he left. This information was enough for the police officer to arrest the robber. Who was it, and
It was
how
the
did
girl.
he figure it out?
Because I bet you he locked everything before he left.
It was Samantha. She said she'd seen the car had still been there. However, the garage door
Told
was
you.
closed, and she
Huh?
couldn't possibly see it.
I'm confused.
After Jackson
This makes no
was
sense.
shipwrecked, he found himself on a deserted island. Luckily, he still had his pills with him. There are 2 blue pills and 2 red ones. He needs to take exactly 1 red pill and 1 blue pill.
So just eat it.
But Jackson is blind and doesn't know which one is which. There's not a soul around to help him. How can he manage it?
That's so bad.
Wait, what happened?
He has to pick a pill and he's blind.
Oh,
Jackson should break each of the 4 pills into half and eat 4 halves of each. This way, he'll exactly eat 1 red and 1 blue one. This takes place
okay.
3 of 9 of Greenland, 2 of 7 of Ecuador, and 1 of 5 of Egypt. What is this place?
The world? I don't know. Hold on.
Huh?
It's Greece.
What
A
are
mother of
we
4
looking
returned
at?
home from work and found all of her
What are we
daughters
looking at?
busy. Serena was playing chess.
By
Catherine
herself?
was
Wait, can
reading.
you play chess
Hannah
by
was
yourself?
watching
I don't know. I never
cartoons.
played chess.
What was Delaney doing?
Who's the lane? Oh. She was playing with her bear.
Delaney was playing chess with Serena.
I didn't know that because we didn't even see her.
3 friends, Cole, Haley, and Ben, went on a friendship trip. In Brazil, they decided to go skydiving. This is them right before the jump out of the plane. Which one of them is in danger?
Wait, what happened? Hold on. I didn't hear that.
To go skydiving.
They went
This is
skydiving.
them right before the jump out of the
This is
plane.
them, like,
Which one of them is in danger?
The first one.
The last one.
Cole. He's wearing a regular backpack instead of the backpack with the parachute. Oops. Adele
He about to
found
be
her
dead.
boyfriend, Oliver, poisoned in his room and
Oh,
called the
snap.
police.
Ooh.
The officer asked her to say what happened. Adele said she'd been walking past Oliver's house and noticed that the light was on. She came to the window to see if that was really him in the room. It was cold and there was frost on the window, so she wiped it away to see who was inside. She saw that Oliver was on the floor and called the police.
But she was
The
inside
officer
and called the
immediately
police.
realized she was lying
How is that-
and arrested her. How did he figure it out?
I don't know.
Cause there's no mark on the window, so making it seem like there was.
Adele said she wiped off the frost from the window to see, but she couldn't possibly do it because frost forms on the
Yep.
inside surface of the window, the one that's in the room. James, a father of 4, went to work, leaving a $50 bill on the kitchen table
Dang,
for his
he rich.
oldest daughter, Quinn, to go shopping. When he got home, there was no food. Quinn said she hadn't been able to go shopping because he hadn't left any money.
That's wild.
James asked his other 3 kids to come down and question them.
Oh, goofy little kid.
Beverly said she saw the money on the table but didn't touch it. Kenneth said she opened the window and put the money under a book so it wouldn't fly away. Owen said he put the bill inside the book between pages 57 and 58. Can you tell who's lying?
The first boy.
Owen is lying. He couldn't put the money between pages 57 and 58 because they're the 2 sides of one page.
Oh,
On the first
I
day of
didn't know
school,
I
that.
just said the
a
first boy.
girl named Mia went missing. The police came to
Oh,
school
wait,
for the
yeah, duh.
interrogation. There were 4 suspects: Mrs. Adams, the director; Mrs.
Ooh.
Smith, the girl's math teacher;
Ooh.
Mr. Jones, the cleaning man;
Ooh.
and Mr. Brown, the school's cook.
Why do you have to make the bald
Mrs.
man the
Adams
cleaning
said
man?
she'd had a lot
Mr.
of work
Clean,
and
Mr.
spent
Clean.
the whole day in her office, never leaving it. Mrs. Smith said right after the classes, she started to grade midterm tests and never left the classroom too. Mr. Jones said he'd gone home for lunch, but he didn't know who that girl was.
You don't eat
Mr. Brown
lunch.
said he'd met Mia in the cafeteria, but he had nothing to do with her being missing. The police
Wait.
immediately arrested
Oh,
the
it's
culprit.
the chef.
Who took Mia, and
Because
how did they figure it
after
out?
school. You
True.
don't see her after school.
True. You're right on that one.
I better be right.
It was Mrs. Smith, the math teacher. She said she was grading the midterm tests, but it was just the first day of school.
We didn't know
Leslie
that.
got lost in the woods again. This time, she was wandering around for 2 days until she could at least find the witch's house.
I
When
already
they
am
met
stupid.
again, the witch had another game for
What is
Esme.
that?
She said she had 2
That's like a
identical cards,
What?
but one of them had free
What's a
written
game?
on it, and the other card had
I don't know what that
stay.
is.
Esme could
You
pick
put
only one.
questions.
If she got the one with free written on it,
You put questions in a game, and like you have to guess. You get it right.
What game?
Let me show you.
Hold on real quick, guys. I don't know. I didn't know that was a game. My little sister's actually teaching me about that.
Yeah. It's a quiz game.
Oh, I didn't know nothing about that. Hold on. Oops. Oh. I'm not buying it. Do they got it for free? Because I'm not buying it.
Look. It says sign up right there. Ow.
Oh. Student, teacher, personal, professional, personal. Let's do personal. With most often. Friends and family. Your children. I don't got no kids. Let's do friends and family. Date of birth. Oh, that's too much information, guys. Hold on.
Cover that
I'll
up.
be right back. Oh snap, I didn't know that the mic wasn't on. Oh my god, I feel stupid. Oh. Oopsies. Oh my god, we're getting all of them wrong. This is embarrassing.
What happened to the
What happened to the foods in the mic? Eat by animals. Oh, you got it right!
fuck, something like that? When we waste food, what else is wasted? Air.
Energy, water. All of the above. Hey, got it right!
Alright, next one. If we keep wasting food at a rate that we do now, we would need 3 Earths to provide enough food for everyone by 2050. Jesus.
Wait a minute, wait. True. What do you go ahead, you pick what you pick. Oh, I knew it. See, me. Okay, me.
Can't press it. Oh, we suck.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Alright. How food waste affects the environment. Like, we know this. When we waste food, farmers must grow even more food. What does this lead to? More food.
How to use less water. Farmers need to take more time. Landfills. Less fertilizer. Oh, dang it, I was gonna click that too. That's the funny part, but I was like, no, I don't know.
Multi-satellite. As their habitat disappears, what happens to that?
Speak it into the mic.
Let's go.
Hey, we getting some right.
Ew. Bugs. 70% of the biodiversity we have lost is due to
Here, you read it,
habitats being
'cause-
cleared for food production. Wait. I read it.
They didn't hear you.
70% of the biodiversity, quote, variety of life we have lost is due to habitats being cleared for food production. Which one?
Hey, we
good
getting it
job,
right.
good.
And I just guessed.
Less biodiversity means? I don't know. See. Alright. Wasted food ends up in landfills and releases methane, a powerful greenhouse gas. How does this affect the environment? I have no idea.
It makes the air cleaner now. Ends up in the ocean. It's used to create you can use it to make compost. Oh, dang it! But people do use it to make compost.
The amount of greenhouse gases emitted from food waste is the same amount emitted by 1 million cars. I don't know. Maybe it's...
Hey, and I just guessed.
Well, we know. In the U.S. No.
Go ahead.
In the U.S. alone, the production of lost wasted food generates the same amount of greenhouse gases as 58.2 million cars. You said 1 million cars. How does climate change impact wildlife? I know the answer.
Hey.
Good job.
Alright, you can. Go ahead and click.
Oh god. Eat smarter and protect nature? This is so bad. Eat smarter and protect nature. When you're eating lunch, you're too full to eat your apple. What are some good options for what you can do with it? Throw it at somebody's face. I tried it. Which is following is not a good option for what to do with leftover food. Eat it.
Freeze it, throw it in the garbage, compost it, use
you slow?
Who, me?
Yes.
Janaya, you don't throw it in
You-
the...
It said what is not a good option. Not a good option. Jesus, what does composting mean?
Composting is manure.
Ooh. What can go in the compost pile? Food. Oh, I didn't know that.
Nuts. So you got 2 out of 3, yeah.
So, composting food is a great way to provide nutrients for a garden. When you see best if used by date on the food product, it means it's no longer edible after that date. False. That means you could still eat it, but it'd be good, but it'd be like at its best if you use it by that day.
Use your nose. Ask your teacher or your
Caregivers smell it
caregiver
first.
to smell it first.
The dates on food. What should you do while shopping at a grocery store to prevent food wasting?
Yup. What? Yeah, to not get wasted food, you can buy only stuff in the refrigerator. Take notes on what you already... Oh. That was close.
If a fruit or vegetable doesn't look perfect, you should avoid eating it.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just built like that. Fruit and vegetables are the #1 food thrown out, often because they will grow having an imperfect look. It doesn't mean they taste bad. Those look weird. I still eat them though. How do you plan to help prevent food waste? You have completed the course with a score of 10,150 points.
So are you gonna subscribe now, Tyler?
Probably not.
Tyler, are you there? Are you even there still, Tyler?
Probably not.
If you subscribe, thank you. Ooh, I almost dropped my mic. Nobody saw that. But if you guys want to see me play games and stuff like that, go to my Twitch. It's going to be in my YouTube bio. It's with the link tree. You're gonna see hold on, let me go get to my bigger screen. So you're gonna go to my you're gonna go to my YouTube bio and you're gonna see the link tree, and it would show you everything else that I got, like my YouTube, my Patreon, Twitch, all that stuff. So y'all guys can go there and go to my Twitch because I'm gonna go live in a few. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys liked the video live and stuff like that, and I hope you guys like my my overlay. I just made it yesterday, so it's so cute. I love it. It came out so cute. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.
Ow.